Welcome back. It's TikiTalk. I've had a good week. How's everyone's week been?
Yeah, fantastic.
Sorry, we're going to take the piss because we threw Crossy off before and asked him how he is. How you doing, Guy? Long day at work.
Yeah, no, mate, it's been a long day, but yeah, we're here now. We're in a better place. We're talking footy. Where more would you want to be?
Yeah, you look quite wet right now, I've got to say.
Yeah, just got here, walked here. It took about 15 minutes, and in that 15 minutes, it fucking shut it down. And yeah, so it's been a depressing day, but like I say, we're here to talk footy, what we like doing.
Yeah, we are. And the weekend started with a lovely start to our Saturdays. You know, sausage sandwich, watching Liverpool lose. Not much better than that, is there? Forest as well. Forest the victors. Liverpool back to normal. City was just an anomaly. It was the perfect storm in a teacup. You know, City just overthinking it. Oh, it's Liverpool. We need to really prepare for this. Liverpool being up for it because they had to get a result. They did. And then they got a result against West Ham that in the midweek. That was seemed like a bit of a struggle. And then, yeah, they really struggled against Forest.
Well, it's good to see the Joe Gomez hypes died down pretty quickly, hasn't it?
Yeah, that one game that apparently would get him in the England squad.
Yeah, get him in the England squad. And then I'm sure you saw the video of him like running away from the ball.
Yeah,
that was
he just turned
iconic.
away.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, mate, that was outrageous.
Yeah, and he just wasn't good. Lost the ball as well on the halfway line. Had to like basically rugby tackle player down. You know,
even when it came back to Owene for the goal, they just sort of just watching it. It's got great angle, but it's just ball watching completely.
Yeah, and you know what? Gomez and Van Dijk got all the the praises last week, and Virgil van Dijk, my goodness, how much XG?
Yeah.
How much XG do you want the guy?
That must
Honestly,
be one of the highest XGs for a defender.
I had him
ever.
in my team, so there's a part of me where I was like, fucking hell. Especially because I'm doing well at the moment. I was like, could have been a very different day, but I don't mind Liverpool losing. I'll take the 2 points.
You'll take that.
But yeah, there was one where he kind of squared it, or he got himself ahead of the ball and tried to square it, got that wrong. There was one where he stuck his left foot, tried to hook it back across. But then the one right at the end, I mean, it was a class save from Henderson, but you got to be scoring that, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's poor, isn't it? It's poor. No excuse, I don't think, for Van Dijk as well. I mean, especially like heading. I mean, the one across is like, it's an easy header, that one. I don't know why he's trying to head it across. I think it's Firmino, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, Henderson's found some form. He's played well the last couple of games.
He didn't have to do a lot though to the last 5, I thought.
But you see him giving beans to the Liverpool,
I did, gave a middle
fans.
finger. We'd love to see that.
That
Yeah,
was good.
And he jumps in the crowd for Notts Forest as well, didn't he? He was like proper like supporter. He got in the crowd, just like chanting up and down.
I don't like his hat though. I don't agree with Keith.
No.
We spoke about this early weeks, didn't we? We like it. It's old school.
I love it. Chris Kirkland vibe. Bring it back.
It's old school. And you know, he's actually the top scoring goalkeeper in FPL.
Henderson?
And they're bottom of the league.
I suppose he saved a couple of pens, hasn't he?
Mad.
Fair.
That's mad.
That is mad. That's very impressive.
That's England form, mad.
Yeah, maybe. But there were a few who were very in form. I thought Kouyaté was awesome. There was one bit where he did a run down the left. Yeah. And it was old school West Ham Kouyaté there. Yeah. Rather than the kind of old one we've become accustomed to seeing in the last couple of years.
And then you got the curse of the former club. I thought Nico Williams had
he was class,
he was a good game. Yeah.
He was really good.
He had a good game because in recent weeks he's been so bad. The Leicester game he was terrible. I think he got hooked at half time maybe. But he was much better. He was
solid.
And obviously the goal scorer, ex-Liverpool.
Yeah, a legend of the club, Owene.
Is he?
Yeah. He got.
I did not know that.
He was. He was
bought. Didn't get one game, but scored against his old club.
There you go.
Yeah, he gave it like.
Isn't that your like inject? You love that more than anything.
An old club syndrome.
Yeah,
I do.
Former club vibes.
I do. And he almost had a violed it. He gave it a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, a little bit. He sort of
he
like
pretended. He didn't give it one of these. No one likes these.
He wanted to celebrate, but he was like, I shouldn't. But he's like, I should. But
he had to. He's never played for them. But someone who was good, which really is an anomaly, Aurier.
Yeah, mate.
I thought he was quite good. Solid, not clownish at all, which is not what we're used to seeing with Aurier.
Because when he's anywhere near the ball, you usually think, this is dangerous.
When you play him, you think we can get at him.
Yeah, 100%. He often like steps up or makes a rash challenge, something like that. But no, he was good.
Well, he gets a good game 1 in 10. Fair enough.
Yeah,
he'll do a job.
Yeah. What do you think of Gibbs White actually? Because when I watch him, I'm like, you were a lot of money, so I can see why everyone kind of took the piss, but. There's a player there. Like I do quite like.
No, he's decent.
Tries to make things happen all the time. Like, it was a good ball he did through when Alisson did that ridiculous save. I mean, Alisson was Liverpool's probably only good player, wasn't he?
He's been their best player this season by a distance. I would
fair.
say. I'd say everyone else has underperformed. Alisson's been really good.
And I say Diaz was all right, and then he got injured. But Alisson's been class. I mean, that save was phenomenal. It was a good ball from Gibbs White, I thought.
Yeah, no, I think Gibbs White's a good player. I think he was impressed quite a lot in the Championship last year.
Yeah, Sheffield. He scored quite a lot of goals there.
Even when he was at Wolves getting the occasional off the bench minutes and stuff, he was good. It goes back to when he was playing England under-17s World Cup. He was in that team that won the World Cup. So, he's got some pedigree, and like you say, a lot of money. But if they can get him actually firing, and because I think when they play that 5-3-2, and he can operate kind of in a number 10 position, that's when he's dangerous and can really pull strings.
Definitely.
It's good.
Definitely good playmaker. But Liverpool, they've got a lot of players out, but still, they should have had enough to win the game. Again, I don't know what he blamed it on this time. I think you can't. I think he said something along the lines that you can't compete with Nottingham Forest because they've signed 22 players.
Yeah, it's good banter.
But yeah, they're just pants.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Are they just pants? Are they done?
I don't know. It's not getting inconsistency, isn't it?
Yeah, like at what point do you write them off? Is it when the season's finished and you're like, okay, cool, we can breathe now, they're done?
Yeah,
or is it?
yeah,
You know,
I don't know, it's like when
you just sort of watch them and you think, well, you can point at the City game, but that's it.
But sorry, go on.
So it's like you expected Leicester to drop off eventually when they won the league, and now it's like you expect Liverpool to pick up, but they're just not doing it at all. It's
But
weird.
that Leicester year when we were shit, like you kind of thought, they'll get it
up.
together. Yeah,
I think if you're still like 7th, 8th, 9th at Christmas time, particularly like 9th, then
it's pretty hard to recover.
Bad.
I mean, they weren't great against West Ham either midweek, really, were they? They sort of just scraped that result as well.
Well, penalty. Alisson again kept doing that. So
it's like it's not exactly, but it did look like it was going to be 3 wins in the bounce, like happy Liverpool. But now it's like, okay, kind of a shit result against West Ham. City, that was a good one.
Losing for fun. Forest have managed to make us think maybe Bournemouth aren't the worst. That's how bad they've been.
Yeah, bottom of the league. I mean, lose to Forest, poor.
But yeah, they were dire. Midfield, they just look. I mean, Thiago's out with, what was it, his ear? Is that an ear infection or something?
Fucking hell.
I don't know.
He's just always out.
They need him.
They really need him. When they have no him, it's like, I'm not a big I don't know about your thoughts on Curtis Jones. He's all right. He's not that level. Harvey Elliott, I think you said quite well, like, he looks busy, but what does he do?
What does he do? Not much. And also, player that came on, the lesser spotted Oxlade-Chamberlain.
I know, he got a cameo.
Jesus, how's he still playing?
Frozen, how did defrosted him?
He just doesn't play football anymore, does he?
No.
He got married to Perry Edwards and was like, yes, it's good. Good life.
Yeah.
Get paid, chilled.
Yeah, what a weird career. He always looked like he'd be a bit of a player, but injuries didn't help him. But
he's good on the mic. He's good. Good interviews.
His interviews are good.
Yeah,
but other than that, I mean, we played him at right and left wing back, and he wanted to be the next Steven Gerrard, and he's just not that kind of player.
Yeah, well, I remember because we were in for him, and we wanted him to upgrade on Moses, and he wanted to put him in field.
Exactly.
He's not that guy.
He ain't though. Well, they did have a good AC against AC Milan at home.
He sort of had that year where they almost won Champions League. He was good, like screamer against City.
I remember for Arsenal, he had one good game.
Arsenal, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, in the 17-18 for Liverpool, he was good. Yeah. He scored that blaster against City, didn't they?
Yeah,
4-3. They kept beating them.
Only been the 5 years, you know.
That's so true. It's like, what else has he done? Hang on.
Yeah, he's got a really good outside.
Did he score like a weird chip in Champions League?
Outside of the foot chip. I was just about to say that against some dog shit team. But they won like 5-0. But it was a really nice goal. Yeah, that is about it. That is about it.
Yeah, he loved hitting crossbars as well. Fuck me, he loved crossbars and posts, that guy.
Yeah. If Liverpool are relying on Ox when they need a goal now in 2022, it's a bit of a worrying situation, isn't it? But long may it continue.
Yep.
Someone else that was defrosted, or not so much defrosted, but I'd forgotten about him. We'll touch on this game because it was quite a good game of the weekend. Chris Wood came on in Spurs Newcastle. I'd forgot he was there. I genuinely had just forgotten Chris Wood.
Yeah.
But Newcastle I thought were great. I didn't think Spurs were... Actually, no, that's not true. A lot of Spurs were awful. I thought Kane was really good. Bentancur was all right, but there wasn't a lot else going on for Spurs.
They've actually got not a lot of good...
They had a bad week, obviously, because midweek fixture. I forget. United, they lost there, didn't they?
They don't have many good on-the-ball players in that team at all. And basically, they're just relying on Kane. And obviously, the injuries doesn't help. But, Kane out that team.
Would we consider Son a good on-the-ball option?
Right. You would say not right now.
In general, would you consider him... Actually, would you consider him a good on-the-ball? Would you consider him a good last, final product, sort of, just to finish a chance?
I'd still consider him. He can beat his man and deliver, I think. And he does take a lot of set pieces and stuff. But when you got Oliver Skipp, he's the man breaking the lines from midfield. I mean, that's tough. Yeah, you're not going to get.
He's no Harry Winks. He's certainly better than him.
Oh mate, it's so bad. They were crying out for Christian Eriksen in the summer. A player like that could unlock the door. And
it's the Kulusevski injury as well. Done.
That is that. But when your midfield is Skipp, Højbjerg, Bentancur, Basuma. There's not much creativity there.
No,
they
that's
need
true.
an Eriksen or someone like that to do something.
Mm.
But
we did say that at the start with Spurs, and we got slagged off by some of you lot.
yeah,
I remember when we said we were like, they're going to fall.
They get
and
unstuck.
they were calling us deluded.
Yeah.
Saying we're being biased.
Yeah.
I also
Spuds are going to spuds.
Yeah, I also feel like when you press Spurs and you do a really good press. I mean, Newcastle's press was insane.
Yeah,
they were so good.
We're not giving them enough credit and just saying that Spurs
Yeah.
are bad.
They were
Newcastle are
class.
excellent.
They like every single fucker in that team was running. Like Almiron, he put his effort. Joe Linton, mate, I love Joe.
Yeah.
We love Joe Linton.
We do.
Yeah,
we
we
do.
do.
love
He's
Joe.
class.
He just works his socks off. But like that, I feel like with Spurs, if you actually fully press them in and like pin them back, they really. I mean, against United, they were like couldn't get out there.
Yeah,
in
they
half.
couldn't breathe against United.
Yeah, and that's what happens because there's no outlet, and they just haven't got like players on the ball who can actually beat the press. You know. So yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
Bentancur's sort of the only one that can drive a bit with the ball, isn't he? Properly.
yeah, and I was going to say that Newcastle, they beat the Spurs press so easily. They were playing it out the back so well. Even like
Shaw hit a wonder pass in that first half to just Joe Linton, I think. You know, where it was like a questionable pen. It wasn't really a pen, but
yeah, and then he's got great techers.
He has.
Oh, like,
I like
he had
Shaw.
he volleyed it at one point, I think, or something. Did
Yeah.
something.
Well, even the goal
he
coming
did
from his
I tell you what, he
pass.
did a step over and then shifted it to the side and got taken out for a free kick. And
Brilliant-esque.
I was like, he's an absolute player.
He's
When you
got a
send it
long
off,
shot
it's-
as well, mate.
Yeah. Oh, he's proper
proper long
yeah.
shot.
He scored a carbon copy of his own goal, isn't he?
No, exactly. But Newcastle, they just look decent all over the pitch. I
Mate,
mean,
they are so far ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
Like, they're about 2 years early to
they're
where you
fourth,
think they'd
they're
be.
fourth at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, well, and if you look at what the points they amassed under Howe even last year, added on top of that, you're like, fuck,
they're a top
they're
14.
in that
right?
race. Yeah, they're
in
and about.
Yeah, I mean, they just need to replace like a Willock.
Yeah, but I
a
mean,
bit
even
of
like
quality.
yesterday, I know Spurs did have players out. Don't get me wrong, Romero, Højbjerg, Kulusevski, Richarlison does make a big difference, of course it does. But Newcastle without Isaac and St. Maximin, like that's
True.
two of their better players, which it shows how good Eddie Howe's what the job he's doing is rather. Because Wilson's awesome running in behind the whole time. That finish with the second goal, it was a bit like Tony's goal the other week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What do we think on foul on Hugo, or just classic Hugo being a puss?
I can't.
Being a big old
This guy's
puss.
the biggest fucking Hugo
Big
hater
old
in the
puss.
world.
We need to take this opportunity to rinse
Yeah,
Lloris.
yeah. Let's get
He stunk on both goals.
both. I mean,
Both
the distribution is atrocious.
Yeah.
Thought the shot wasn't.
Oh no! Oh, it's a terrible kick.
Yeah.
And why has he gone like? He just goes. Just make yourself big.
He's scared. He's scared.
It was Danny Ward-esque, honestly.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
but
was.
Danny Ward is out here keeping clean sheets.
Yeah, yeah.
Diving
I know,
out of the way.
yeah.
I mean, like, if you make yourself big and it goes through your legs, fine, it happens. But don't just
Dive out the
But
way.
yeah.
I feel like with Lloris, he has one good game which covers up
Well,
all
United,
his shit.
United,
yeah.
he was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, United, he had some great, and you're like, oh, he's not that bad. And then he does that, and then
It's stuff when you need to be brave and you need your keeper to go in there. Like check getting his head kicked in and stuff like that. Like it happens. He wouldn't ever do that. He would never put himself in a position where he can get hurt.
No, Edison doesn't get boshed off that ball like
No.
that. Do you know what I mean? Edison takes the bloke clean out in like
Yeah.
a fair
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
but takes the bloke clean
But
out.
also, goalkeepers need to know how to they need to learn how to pass around the back. And this fucker can't do shit, can he? Really? The second goal came from that. Really, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to take the
Yeah,
opportunity
but
to
did
rinse
we
him.
think it was a foul? Because I'm taking the opportunity to rinse him anyway. But it was one of those ones where I'm like, do they give? Because I saw a lot of keeper. I think Ben Foster came out today and said anywhere else on the pitch that's a foul, and I disagree. I think there's lots of occasions where you'll get your winger will like knock it past the defender, but isn't getting on the end of it, so they'll kind of go into them, try and get the foul because they know they're not going to get on the end of the ball, and the ref won't fall for it. Like that happens quite a bit, and I think that was the equivalent. Like Lloris fucked it and kind of went, oh, just try and buy that foul.
I agree.
I think the acting was really bad for it. It didn't sell it at all, did he?
No, it was
he
poor.
needs to take some WWE lessons because he did not sell it at all, and that's what cost him really.
Yeah. But yeah, any excuse to rinse Lloris, gonna take it.
Yeah, I mean, Wilson though, awesome. Get him on that plane. Get him on that plane.
Yep.
Qatar. Good third option. But yeah, Almiron. Grealish told Bernardo Silva he's playing like Almiron. Well, I bet Grealish wishes he was playing like Almiron now because he's got 5 and 5, 6 for the season.
And Grace has got one.
And Grealish has got one. I think Grealish. I read the amount Almiron's got 5 and 5. I think it's been since 2021 January. Grealish has scored 5 in the Premier League. So you need to start playing like him because he was. I saw someone liken it to Messi versus Bayern in a way. The goal.
What the cut? Yeah,
Yeah,
Kegs,
like,
he's
it's
putting on there.
not so much the finish, but
But then it will drag on.
yeah,
to the right foot.
a little bit reminiscent of that. But he works his socks off Almiron.
Yeah.
He's just now he's starting to score good goals as well.
Nah,
that volley the other week was just, I don't know
ridiculous.
What he was going for. Yeah.
Ridiculous. But yeah, Howell's just turned some of those players into like
Joe Linton, him now.
He's just clearly just an unreal coach.
He's
And
doing
Bruno
absolute
Guimaraes
bits.
is just like,
Oh God,
he's
I
amazing.
love watching him pull the strings. He's a cool player, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he hadn't slept for 2 days. He just had a kid.
yeah.
So, congrats, Bruno.
Yeah.
Best Bruno in the league. My Bruno. He was class. I thought Newcastle just in general were. They completely had Spurs' number. Spurs got that goal. Like I said, Kane was good. I thought some of his passing, like Son missed a good chance in the first half.
Yes.
You expect Son. The old Son buries that, doesn't he?
He looked a bit uncomfortable when he shot that, like he sort of knew he was going to miss. Yeah.
You'd think like
No confidence.
it was a bit like it wasn't exactly like the chance he had, but I remember he had a goal against City, maybe under Mourinho, where he just sort of keeper comes out a bit early and just slides it under him, and he just didn't do that. He dawdled, took an extra touch.
You can tell when a
Let
player's
the keeper close the angle down. Yeah,
You can tell when a player's got confidence and when they don't. Like, I mean, like it's like it looks a bit like Bamford, like trying to take a shot, a bit like in his own
Sterling
head.
cross.
Yeah, so yeah, it just happens.
yeah. But I thought Kane did a nutmeg pass as well in the second half. I thought it was fucking class. He played well. He deserves better. And he should
does.
move on.
Even if he is a tap-in merchant.
Yeah, and he did get that tap in.
Yeah.
That goal, VAR were looking for what?
They were seeing if it came off Sanchez's head. I mean, could have done.
It
was
do you know what?
inconclusive.
It could have done.
It was
And it's
inconclusive.
Spurs, and yet I still was like, fuck off.
I actually thought it did.
I thought it probably has touched him, but if we're giving things like that, I just can't
was-
be arsed
it
with it. It was
was
just annoying me. It was annoying me because the Wilson one they looked at for a while as well, and I was like, what are you
Yeah,
looking for? You're looking for something to rule the goal out.
That took ages as well.
Yeah, exactly. For what? Oh, it's just... They're killing football.
Yeah.
They are killing it. But yeah, they didn't kill my Sunday because it was nice seeing Newcastle beat the Spurs.
Yeah.
Everyone dropped points really, didn't they?
It's a good week for Newcastle, City, and arguably United. We can go there actually. Chelsea United.
The snooze fest.
Jesus Christ, that game fucking stank. That was horrendous. That was honestly. There is a bit of recency bias in there because someone actually pointed out Leicester Palace for most boring game of the season, and that certainly was a contender. But I thought this was a contender. This was dreadful, especially when the level of quality that you could have. I mean, we're missing some players, but we just first half we were better when Cucurella came off when he adjusted and brought Cover on. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
But it's just dire. Absolutely dire. There was an Anthony chance from Ruben pissing around, dribbling his own half. That was sort of it.
And one Mr. White, he's very one-footed, isn't he?
What?
Anthony.
Yeah. He tried to take it with his right,
swiped
but
it
he
with
just
his
sort
right
of-
foot. And just not clean.
But yeah, United first half they pressed us quite well, but I'm trying to pay them compliments because I know United fans think like, oh, we played really well first half. I'm telling you, lads, we were pony. Like, we were awful. We were there for the taking. I think it's a poor result. United didn't beat us because we were that bad.
I was surprised by the celebrations from United. Like Casemiro was properly giving it. It was like
He
they'd won
celebrated
the
that more
game.
than his fourth Champions League.
I was like, really? A draw? And you said that you guys didn't even turn up at all. You were half asleep.
Oh mate, I was like fuming with the poor. Even I think I said it's weirdly like conceding a last minute goal is never nice, especially when it costs you a result. That's the least annoyed I've been because we so didn't deserve anything from the game. Like I don't even think we deserved to lose because I didn't think United were that good. I think second half, the fact that like we had all the ball, we didn't do anything though. Like we were never going to score. I never thought, Chelsea are going to score, and we got this gifted penalty from McTominay. I mean, yeah, resident of the circus came on. I don't know what he's doing on that corner. We got given an opportunity to win, but even then, I was watching it with my dad, and I was like, we won't win this game. Like we won't. They're just weak. Like a lot of those players that are on the pitch. Like I thought we missed Koulibaly quite a bit in build up. We were just slow. Without Reece, we're about half the side. We're not good. I'm not looking forward to playing you lot, put it that way. And we got Newcastle, I think, the week after that. Like both those games, I'm like,
Tough.
yeah.
What do we think of Kepa's? I mean, he's been great, but
I'm not blaming him on that goal. You know.
oh,
I don't
he
know.
gets a full hand. He gets a full hand.
Goes with the wrong hand, no?
Yeah, well,
Goes with the top
I
hand.
think
What are
I-
you doing? Go with your right hand, surely.
I think you could maybe say like positioning wise wasn't perfect, but I thought in that game he made it. He made that cut. He made a save from Rashford, and even that one, I was like, I wouldn't sit there and think he has to save that.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's not he has to save that.
No, but
And I thought he was actually really unlucky in that. Like, hits the post, goes along the line, and is like.
But I reckon if this was 2 years ago, you'd be rinsing him for it.
Maybe.
He's just because he's a man in form.
Maybe
the way I
he's
saw
built up
it,
enough
yeah.
credit in the bank.
Yeah.
The way I saw it, he got a hand to it and then again threw it into his own net.
Yeah, own goal.
Own goal. He got. I do feel like any keeper
I
has
thought
a
it was
full
more
grip.
just his positioning in that, like, he was quite far off his line, but that was a bit from the cross.
Yeah,
I thought,
don't
put
know.
it this way, I thought you could, as much as you could blame him, you could blame. I think it was Chilwell missed his header, so I didn't think that was.
Yeah,
right.
I didn't. I think it was one of them. Could have saved it, but
Yeah, I wasn't like fuming.
Yeah.
I wasn't fuming at him, and like I said, I was so sort of disappointed in the performance itself, especially because we'd rested players against Brentford and put in a stinker that game. For United, I was like, okay, well at least they'll be up for that. Nope, dreadful. Actually, I'm trying to think of what was positive about it.
do you see Anthony do his spinny thing?
He did do
Yeah.
a spinny thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw him give it to George at the end of the game. I went, mate, you should have done something.
Yeah, he
You should
did,
have done
didn't
something
he?
in the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, no, I was just like he's doing his
A
weird
good
spinny
irrelevant spin in the middle
Oh,
of
let's
the
talk
pitch.
about let's talk about some good stinkers actually, because they are relevant to a team we all collectively support in England. Two of them. Sancho, he reeks, man.
He's been raking for ages.
What does he
though.
do? What does he do?
Does nothing. Like I said, just
he
turns back, passes
yeah,
it
turns
backwards.
back,
All he
passes.
does. So true.
And the other one, Sterling.
Yeah. I don't think Sterling starts for England, honestly.
He's wearing my patience at the moment.
I called it out
The only
while
thing
ago.
with Sterling is no, because he played. You were saying when he was playing under Tuchel, he was doing well then. And he's been the worst player under Potter. He's been like awful under Potter. Like dawdles on the ball, just no confidence. But yeah, I think for England, it's weird. It's a weird one because he sort of plays well for England, and Foden doesn't. But if you watch everything from this season, you can't start Sterling ahead of Foden.
Yeah, definitely not.
And also,
Unless
it
you play Foden behind the
it
striker,
frees
right?
up an extra space if we have a lot of wingers. You know, there's the whole Saka and Foden
I'd
argument as well.
I'd bring him because he plays well for England. But like if he plays like he is for us, he's playing awful. But yeah, him and Sancho, I thought were out in a game that absolutely reeked. They were right up there with the worst of them.
Yeah, it was just to be honest, it was just such a bad game.
I know. I've never had it where I've like just had sympathy for anyone neutral that sat in and thought, I'll watch Chelsea United. That should be an all right game. Chelsea United is always a shit game. It's the game with the most draws.
Yeah,
ever.
I saw that. Yeah,
And the last five have been 1-1 or 0-0. The last 5 in a row.
Jesus.
I had 3 American mates who spent 340 quid on tickets to the Chelsea United game, and I was like, oh, it's a great game to go. That's a lot of money to spend to watch that game.
That's
So the
Sympathy.
last 5-10 minutes,
That's awful.
dress it up as if it was entertaining. It just wasn't.
Yeah,
It was awful.
yeah. I went to the pub to watch it. We did a bit of a thing. Me and my housemates were like, "Yeah, we'll go to the pub and we'll watch it." It was just awful.
Yeah. Oh, I bet that was background noise to the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. We were just chatting about irrelevant stuff. We didn't give a shit about
anything
football.
other than that game. But yeah, we can move on from that. Hopefully, we move on from that. But that performance was awful. But United seemed happy, didn't they? You guys, US Southampton, I expected a W from Arsenal, and we were not met with a W from Arsenal.
Yeah, I think a bit of fatigue coming in now. Starting the Europa League games, starting to pick up. Bit of wear and tear.
Yeah,
we
but
saw
I
against Leeds.
PSV. You played a bit of a stronger team than
Yeah.
a normal Europa, didn't you?
We saw against Leeds, second half, we got destroyed. It didn't look like we had the same intensity. And then this game as well, second half, just don't have that same level of intensity. And what's really apparent with our team is our squad depth is shocking. Like, the subs just were so bad. I mean,
I don't
how
know why
bad?
Odegaard got taken off. And Martinelli.
Yeah, Martinelli. Why he's bringing on Nketiah, man?
Yeah, I just didn't get that. I was like,
so
you need a goal. You're not
Also,
taking him off.
Nketiah on left wing, it's like, put Jesus there. Surely he'd be more effective than Nketiah on the wing.
He's just so Nketiah's just so bad. So
I don't mind him in the box, but like anything outside
Not a
the
winger.
box is a bit shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's a bit out of... Yeah, it's like... I don't know. It doesn't suit him at all, the wing.
Yeah, I mean, but Xhaka is continuing his arc of redemption. Another great goal.
2 great goals in a week.
Actually, yeah, it was PSV scored, didn't he, as well?
2 first time right foot
Fair.
sort of half volley type finishes. Unbelievable.
Form of his life.
Never
There's
scored a right-footed goal until Thursday and then scored 2 in 2 days.
Like London buses.
Yeah, like London buses.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, there's a lot
he's
of
been
redemption
amazing.
arcs amongst
been
players,
amazing.
though, isn't there? We've got Almirons, Joe Lintons, Wobies,
Yeah.
Xhakas,
Yeah.
Keppers. Like, there's quite a lot going on. It's nice to
Oh,
see.
yeah.
It's cool to see someone turn it around individually. And he really is.
Yeah.
There was a lot of chat about the referee I've seen all over my Twitter about...
As per every fucking Monday with Arsenal, eh?
Yeah, well...
Even though I didn't think he was good. I didn't. I thought he was.
I
he
thought
let
the
a lot
Jesus
go.
one, considering the McTominay one, I was like, yeah, I could see if that was given.
Yeah.
I don't think... I think, honestly...
The one I didn't get, when I saw people crying about Tierney, I thought he's just a fucking cheat.
What was that one?
Exactly. What
He
was
got-
that
he
one?
got-
Mate,
he got-
apparently
Liang-
he got elbowed in the
Yeah,
head.
in the head. Yeah, Lianco.
And the
Yeah.
other one
Disgusting.
was
He's
Jesus.
mental though, that guy.
Yeah, it is.
Jesus kind of got hit in the back by that guy, and I saw the full clip, and I was like, "Oh, Jesus elbows him," and then he does that.
It was a bit of a weird one. I just
I
think
just thought I was like the hug, the one where he's grabbing Jesus.
yeah, I think that's probably a penalty.
That's that. It's,
No,
if he
I
goes down,
disagree.
if he goes down, I think.
I don't think that is a pen. Jesus falls the other side of Calata when they separate. Like he was looking for it. I don't know. I just think.
I'm just glad Saka finally got punished for his diving antics that he does every game.
I think that wasn't a dive, was it?
No,
it was a
but
kick
it's
out. Yeah.
it was
you
swings
think
and roundabouts.
you think
as
it was
they
you
say.
think it was overdue? Do you?
Yeah, big time.
Do you see Walcott's dive?
Yeah,
That one was
atrocious.
awful. That's one of the worst dives I've seen.
Yeah, no, that was like you know on Pez when you accidentally press
Yeah,
the
yeah,
button
yeah.
as a
That
kid.
was that was deliberate
Yeah.
dive.
He also studied Tierney in the
Yeah,
knee.
he's quite bitter towards you guys, didn't he?
Yeah.
He scored, I remember, and he said something.
He was like, "Why would I?" He celebrated.
Yeah, he went, well, why wouldn't I? Or something.
Yeah.
I know there's no fans there, but he's like weirdly bitter for a guy that's like, he's got over 100 goals for you, isn't he?
Yeah.
Which is mad.
Yeah, he played for us for 10, 12 years,
Yeah.
probably.
And you'll
Long
never
time.
remember him, really. Other than, that young guy that was
He
supposed
did-
to be quite good.
There was a stat though. He did assist like 28 or like 30% of Van Persie's goals.
Did he?
Yeah, it was like mad. Like it
I would have
was
thought it was Alex Song.
Yeah.
I thought whenever I just think
Well,
about Alex
back
Song.
post
Yeah.
for the volleys.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
But-
No, he had a stint up front, Walcott.
Yeah,
for a
he
bit
did.
for us
When
when
it was his contract. I
12,
remember.
13 time.
Yeah,
He was
Mate.
and
decent.
he was scoring for fun. Newcastle hat trick.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
FIFA
He scored
exactly.
against us.
that FIFA inform Walker up front. Phew, what a goal that was.
Another level.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
trying to think, who
great.
was the other bloke that was really quick in that year? There was always like Walcott was like 96 pace. I always remember
Bellerin,
this on-
no?
on
Miachi.
the Ultimate team.
Miachi.
Miachi was up there, but he was like a
Chamberlain
silver
as well.
card. No, it might have been an Italian player or something. Not Italian player,
Oh,
but in
I know
Italian
Bibbiani.
league. That's it, Bibbiani.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Bibbiani. Yeah, yeah.
Back
yeah.
when you could just buy fast players.
Yeah.
It was just ridiculous.
Well, that's when you had Javinho, Ibarbo,
Dumbia.
and Dumbia as a front three from
Oh,
yeah.
What a
Roma.
winner.
That was a joke.
Good days.
With Felipe Santana at the back. And
God.
Dede.
Yeah,
good days, man.
Naldo on free kicks.
Yeah.
God,
days.
this is a good throwback for
This
anyone
is
older.
good.
But actually, talking about Brazilian centre backs, Lianco, my goodness, that guy, he's got anger problems.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
nuts.
swinging things everywhere. He wanted to be. I'm surprised he only got away. Did he get booked? He did. Surely he got booked.
Yeah,
at
he
one
did
point.
get booked at one point.
But-
But like, he kind of did throw a bit
Yeah,
of a punch.
it was like
there
a
was
weird-
almost a bit of a throttle to the
It was
neck
quite-
at one
yeah, it was
point.
quite Xhaka.
What about the head?
There was an attempted headbutt.
He
went mental.
He did. I actually checked on his FM. He's got 19 aggression FM23, and I thought, they knew what they're talking about.
Yeah,
Honestly,
he's nuts.
Lianco.
Even though I don't know how much he's played, but that was his first yellow of the season.
No, I don't think he's played a lot because
He can't have played.
Yeah,
if it's
because
his first yellow.
I feel like we would have picked up on this nutcase
Yeah.
at some point as well.
He's a centre back playing right back. Then, like that's what he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's mental.
But yeah, I thought it was a good goal from you guys, but good goal from them. All from the back, well built up from Southampton.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a good goal. But yeah, that was to say there was a lot of tears to the ref. But realistically, we know what caused us to lose. First of all, intensity drop off, and Jesus just missing sitters.
That was a big chance at 1-0. That was a very big chance.
Yeah,
It's the thing with him, isn't it? He's so good up to a point.
Yeah.
He hasn't got the back. He like puts himself in a
Look, well,
position where he gets off balance
Is it
and then
worrying,
doesn't score.
right? So it's October, and we're both moaning about our players that City have sold us. Is it possible Pep knew? Pep went.
No,
time.
I'm
mate,
not
no.
moaning.
No, look, I like Sterling to an extent, but like they know when to get someone else, don't they?
No, Pep did that thing. We said, didn't he? Pep did that thing where he sold 2 decent players, and got rid of the manager just to give himself
yeah,
someone
give
to
himself
play
a
against.
challenge, yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
No,
I-
Jesus is
no.
good, man, but he
Yeah,
just
he definitely is. He's just finishing wise. He's never been, quite
As
so polished.
Pressure, but he provides so much more than just
Yeah,
his
yeah.
finishing. But
For sure.
I actually spoke to an Arsenal fan recently. He just went, "There's a world where Jesus just becomes does exactly what we did at City and just plays on the wing, and we bring in an actual number 9. Like let's say Vlahovic doesn't like Juventus, there's links with him, and then he just ends up playing on the wing. There could be a world that happens.
Yeah,
It could be,
essentially.
but only thing is our wingers are very
They're
decent.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
Unless we sold one.
yeah. Or it just became quite City, and you had the full-on rotation, a bit like where they have Foden on the bench this week.
Yeah.
well that's a dream, isn't it? Really, that's what I'm sure Arteta's trying to get to. Like us trying to go in for Rafinha in
we
the
all-
summer.
Yeah.
That was a sign of intent.
Yeah, maybe someone will go back in for him because it's not working out well at Barca anyway.
Yeah, he
but
hates
yeah,
it.
it was points dropped from Arsenal.
Yeah,
for the first time in fuck knows.
Disappointing. It's our
think
first
we-
draw for
Can't
27.
complain too much. Eh?
First draw for 27 games.
Yeah, since
yeah, I
January.
think it's January this
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Nuts.
That's mad.
Don't
But
like
yeah,
drawing.
oh well. On to the next. We
It's not a disaster.
I think we should need to get to the World Cup now.
It only
Just-
feels a disaster because it's City.
yeah,
If it's any other
agreed.
team, you wouldn't really give a shit. But
yeah.
it's them; they're relentless. But yeah, Southampton did well. I suppose. Ref helped them out a little bit, but
Yeah.
they got there in the end. But yeah, City, they didn't smash Brighton, but they beat them quite comfortably in the end. Haaland scored because, well, obviously Haaland scored.
That's what
And
he
you had a showcase of everything that Edison was about, I thought, in this game. In that he had an immense assist. I mean, Haaland took it well, just shoved, was it dunk on the floor? Slam dunk onto the floor. Shots past him. And it was, unreal pass from Edison. And you saw, I think, just before, Brighton had kind of gone man for man with City, and they were doing pretty well. And Pep adjusted things. I think he had a word with, I think it was Bernardo Silva on the touchline to say, pass on the message to make sure Haaland makes a run in behind, that Edison can beat the press doing that pass. And it paid dividends. But I thought Trossard's goal was also quite Edison. From range, he just... I know Anthony's goal was pretty sick the other week, but he does get beat from range quite a bit, doesn't he?
I don't think he's the best shot stopper.
No,
goalkeeper.
not
but
at all.
because how many shots do they get faced?
Arguably, is he the reason they haven't won Champions League?
He's
up there as the reason.
He's amazing, but yeah, he's not actually the best at goalkeeping, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's he's the coolest keeper I've ever seen. In terms of his passing and how just chilled out he is on the ball, how unfazed he is under pressure. But yeah, he's not the best in terms of shot stopping and all that kind of stuff.
He does give a penalty here and there as well.
Yeah. He loves rushing out of that box.
Yeah.
I think it's lapse of concentration. I think long shots can be a bit like that as well.
Yeah.
Just not setting yourself properly because he's far out from goal, similar to the one-on-one penalty thing. So
It's
I
probably
think-
because he's in shock they've actually had a shot at goal.
Yeah, I was like,
he's just
shit.
He said, I have to do something.
yeah,
I
it's a
forgot.
bit boredom. Yeah, literally, it's just they say the best keepers are the ones that concentrate the best. Like old United, like Van der Sar,
Yeah.
they dominate, and when
they're called
when they're
upon,
called
they need to
upon,
do
that's it.
something,
And
yeah.
sometimes he can leave you a little bit wanting in terms of that. So yeah,
Yeah, get him in midfield. Get him in midfield, man. But someone who was good in midfield, De Bruyne, lovely goal.
Yeah. Well, how many times have we seen that?
Yeah, it was sort of a classic goal.
yeah.
Is he the best PL midfielder of all time?
He's up there.
It's a great.
He could easily, you could justify having him there.
I think if he sticks around for a few more years, wins 2 or 3 more titles, I think you have to.
If
say
he breaks
yes.
the assist record, or is he broken
I
it?
think
Is
I
he?
think he needs some big moments in the big boy competition, to be honest, because he has been wanting,
in the sales, yeah.
But then-
you don't see him in those big games. Like even
Yeah.
Real Madrid last year, he got subbed off, and Gundogan came on. That changed the game for Real away and got Mahrez's goal. Against us, he was anonymous, and then Rudiger just made him cry.
Yeah, I suppose it's just
Do you
how
know
much.
what I mean? It's a moment like that. Like that's what Lampard, Gerrard, Scott Lawes, they've all got that.
just depends how much relevance you place on the European.
It's not so much just,
input.
I guess it's European, but it's also just, I don't know, like massive moments. Champions League is always massive.
It's just
isn't
if you said who's the best Premier League, the best player to in the Premier League, what he's done in the Premier League, you could make.
And he's
Yeah,
scored.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
you can
many.
make that
He's got a
case
lot
anyway.
of goals in big games in the Premier League, so especially away from home.
Yeah, yeah. I just think all the other ones do as well. So it's a tough one.
Yeah, it's different. I feel he's less of a leader. You know, when you think of like an amazing player, they're like the lead of the team.
I think it's very fair. Like his rate of pass when he's in transition is just unreal. Like how he's always going at like full sprint.
Yeah.
And we'll just split it to the left whenever he's in that right channel, and he does that at full sprint. And that's
that's amazing.
That is ridiculous to watch because it's easy doing it. When you're just kind of chilling out, having a kick about, but.
Yeah,
Yeah, to be at full pace and whipping it like that around, it's just, it's pretty... He's got that on lock, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Good striker. Yeah, he's just a good player. Very good player. It was an unreal goal. But yeah, Haaland didn't get a hat-trick today. Grow up.
Yeah, I know.
Probably should have got a pen though for another pen.
What do you think? I
Yeah.
thought the actual pen was less of a pen than the pen they should have given.
Yeah.
But I also thought Bernardo's pen was a pen anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it was a bit of like a weird one.
But you can't give him too many goals.
I'm down for giving him
He's
too
on
many
17.
goals. No, let's just go
Is it
all
17?
out. Help him.
Yeah,
Yeah, 17, yeah. I wanted a 4th hat-trick of the season. It would have been
Mental.
hilarious. I think that would have been... What's the record? Is it Aguero... I know Aguero's broke Shearer's. What is it? Like?
Is it 5, 4?
No. It's
Can't
like 11 or 12.
Oh no.
Oh, you mean in a season?
Yeah,
do you?
yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
what, in a season? No,
Yeah,
no one's
can't-
done more than 3.
No, it would be 3 in a season.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I feel like it's 11 or 12, isn't it?
It is Aguero.
Yeah,
It is
Aguero beat Shearer, I remember.
Yeah,
But
yeah. 12
whatever it
sounds right.
is, like, it'd be hilarious if he just broke it in a year.
Yeah, that would be jokes.
All these years, like Aguero, they're like, wow, he's caught up with Shearer. It shows how long he's been here.
Yeah.
And Haaland just does it
He
in a
just
year.
gets 12 hat tricks in a season.
Well, did you see his agent like literally come out and be like, "It'd be great if City could
Yeah,
give
let's
him a new
not do
contract."
that. When I saw that, I went, no, we're not
No,
doing
yeah.
that. We're not doing any of that. He's going to Real in a couple of years or something.
I think he actually will, though. Honestly,
Yeah, Real might... They've got a bit of ego about them where they might not want Mbappe just because he said no, sort of thing.
yeah.
And it makes sense as well. Takes on Benz's role.
Yeah, Benz's in a couple of years will be probably
He's getting a bit
cooked.
older. He got the Ballon d'Or last week. Good old Benz.
Deserved.
Congrats.
Yeah.
It was
Fully
deserved.
deserved.
that was one of the most deserved Ballon d'Ors we've seen in a while, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
And he looked cool with his
He looked
glasses.
He looks very cool. He's
Very
a cool
drippy.
footballer. He
Very
might be the
drippy.
coolest footballer of all time. He's got to be up there.
Oh no, Pirlo looks so
Pirlo's
cool.
like old man cool.
Yeah,
He's
but
like,
him and
he's
Alonso
like
were
on a
old
vineyard
school.
cool, whereas like Benz is drippy.
Yeah, Benz is pretty
Benz
trippy.
is like could be on a rap video, like a rap music video, and he looked like the guy.
And he had his ex-girlfriend there as well.
Yeah,
And-
she posted him on her Instagram story.
His ex.
Yeah.
This is
His
what this
current
guy does.
missus and his ex-missus, and they both look the same. Obviously, they're both unreal, and they
That's
just both look
class.
the same.
Top boy, some boy, Benz.
Mm.
Some boy. What other games did we have? Oh, we had a sacking. Our podcast, we sit there talking about sackings every weekend, and then whenever we don't, there is one, and whenever we talk about
Well-
one, there isn't one.
Yeah.
So no one's getting sacked this week, which should mean Brendan will be gone in the next couple of days.
No, I
Or
think Jesse. No,
Morris.
Jesse
Jesse's gone.
Jesse Morris.
But we
We'll
started.
talk about. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Stevie G is gone. He was awful throughout his tenure at Villa.
Yeah,
it is
he
not a
was
sad
terrible.
day for Villa fans. We actually have a Villa fan as a friend in a group chat, and when we put the news that Stevie had been sacked, he reacted with a love heart, and that really cracked me up.
Yeah.
That really.
Well, they were singing "Get Out of My Club," weren't they?
Get out of my
Yeah.
club, and they were
Yeah.
singing. He slipped on his fucking ass.
Yeah,
I
it's
terrible,
I
man.
cannot believe that.
To be fair.
Even like Sarri Ball. We were singing fuck. They were singing fuck Sarri Ball at Cardiff away, but I don't know. I feel like it was a different level of personal attack towards Gerrard.
And then found in the pub, holding some was that his
Random
daughter?
baby.
Yeah,
I don't-
random baby. Yeah.
Was that from that night, or is that just a piss tape?
don't
That
know.
must be like an old picture. Or something.
Nah, he looks freshly depressed on that photo.
And you
Well,
know,
they sacked him before he got on the bus.
yeah, he didn't even get
No.
the bus home.
No.
That's tragic. And
That's
you know,
quite sad.
He got on the coach as
Yeah,
well.
he got on the coach post sacking.
Yeah. So everyone was just laughing, probably going, "Hey, you suck."
God.
And they definitely were doing that because you can't respond with that kind of performance, and having been as bad as they've been. I mean, it was 3-0 to Fulham in the week, wasn't it? They had a red card, they had an own goal, and they conceded a penalty, which is the first time Villa have done that in Premier League history.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
There you
and
go.
of course, it was Mings with the own goal because who else makes mistakes?
Good stat.
But
I was gonna say, and you know, he had a lower win percentage at Villa than
Gary
Neville.
Neville, yeah.
Yeah, pretty
that
mental.
is not good company you want to be in. It'd be
Pretty
interesting to see
mental.
what he does next because like the rumours are back to Rangers.
Yeah,
But-
that's what I thought. I
Yeah.
think that makes sense.
Galatasaray. That's what he deserves in the Turkish.
Sorry, we'll put the flag in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Seamus did.
Yeah, banter.
I don't know where he should go. Championship probably.
He needs
West
Michael
Brom-
Beale back.
West
honestly,
Brom's
Michael
job,
Beale
probably.
since he's left, he's like he's
Michael
gone to
Beale's smashing it.
Yeah,
QPR,
exactly.
though.
Because he was the brains behind Gerrard.
Imagine how interesting it'd be if Villa got Michael Beale.
No, he said he wouldn't join.
Fair
He said
enough.
categorically
well,
he wouldn't
I don't
join.
think they will be because just before this podcast, I read on my phone Fabrizio Romano said, "It's a good evening."
Yeah.
To Villa.
Yeah. Good evening.
When I saw him rumoured, I low-key, I thought that actually makes sense.
Isn't it mad though that he turned down that Newcastle one a year ago?
Yeah, I guess.
I reckon he looked at that job and he's like, "Fuck."
Yeah, probably.
So he's probably thought, "I'll jump at this one."
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
But yeah.
They've got a good team, to be fair, Villa. They've got
and,
players.
and they've got investment.
Yeah.
Like, Villa spend. I mean,
They've got
they have
players.
spent for
I mean,
sure.
it will show whether Emery just couldn't hack it at like one of the sort of bigger clubs, or if he couldn't.
He's
hack
good
it,
as an underdog.
or if he couldn't hack it in like the Premier League just in general.
Yeah.
I think
Europa League to Villa Park confirmed, as in the whole trophy, not just competition.
Yeah.
He'll somehow just end up in it and win it.
Yeah,
That's just how it works.
yeah. He'll win
Yeah.
the FA Cup.
Yeah,
Get
or
in the Europa
or
League.
he'll be like in the Carabao Cup final, but it's against the top 6 team, so he gets.
Yeah.
Or have they relegated that to conference level now? Because that used to be a thing, didn't it? You'd get Europe if
Yeah.
the team you played.
But you have to do
already in
like
Europe.
3 qualifying rounds. It
Yeah,
starts in
but
July.
He'll get in. He'll find a way to good even.
And all of a
Yeah.
sudden it'll be May, June, and he's just won the thing.
yeah, you'll be playing him.
Yeah.
And he'll beat us.
Oh god. Yeah, I saw someone say like, there is nothing more obvious than Sky making sure that Villa's Emery. I think it's a Villa Park. They have you at home, and like they're gonna whack that on a 4:30 Sunday. Like that whole revenge arc.
Yeah.
Like it's so obvious.
And they'll beat us 1-0. You know it.
Yeah.
You just know it.
It's
yeah.
classic.
Leon Bailey goal. No, Ollie Watkins. Watkins loves
Yeah,
it.
Watkins. Yeah, and Watkins did love a goal. They won 4-0, so they clearly hated Gerrard. I don't know what they had against him.
And all the goals are right at the start. Was it 3
They were
3 and 20?
3-0 up after 15 minutes.
Yeah.
or
It was the
14
first
minutes?
time they'd ever done that.
Right.
know that.
And to go from that
In the
shit
Prem.
to that is just mad.
It's mental.
Like what did Gerrard do to them?
I don't know.
And Bailey
Shackles
scored.
were off.
And Bailey's getting some fancy points finally.
Ings got 2. Ings is the player we saw at Southampton that was scoring quite a lot of goals. Has just not really been at Villa, but he was He scored 2, and he did a nice gesture. Did you see with that kid?
No?
Yeah, I did see
Yeah,
that.
it was a kid that had
no,
disability
yeah,
sort of thing. That's
disability.
like I don't know exactly what it was, but like loud noise sort of gets under their skin.
Yeah, like
basically.
disturbs them. Yeah.
So they wear headphones, and Ings also wore the headphones when walking the kid out, which was nice. It was nice to see, and it gave him some power because he went and scored.
Yep. And
Back to-
more former club vibes goals with
Watkins against Brentford.
And he's proper, and he did celebrate
Yeah.
properly.
Yeah, I'm surprised with that one, 'cause-
even though it was a 4-0, he still gave it
he didn't
beans.
need to, but
No.
he did.
Yeah, but it's kind of like irrelevant Brentford, I feel like.
Well, I suppose he's a couple strikers ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Because you've had your Mopai. It was Mopai before Watkins.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Mopai, Watkins,
Tony.
and then,
Sorry,
there
no,
was another one,
Tony.
wasn't
Matriarch.
there? I feel like there was another one between them, sandwiched between
Can't remember.
Watkins and.
Tony.
No, actually, no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Watkins went
It
when
was-
Villa went up,
Yeah.
and then
And
Tony
then
went
Tony
nuts in
brought
the
them up.
championship, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who will be after Tony? Who knows? But yeah, Tony didn't make a big impact on that game when Brentford got smashed.
They do like a good smashing.
They're weird, Brentford.
Yeah.
Like, they play us and it's their cup final because it's West London Derby or whatever. But like they were smashed by Newcastle, they
Yeah.
were smashed by Villa, but then they beat United 4-0.
Yeah,
like,
they
just
we
rolled-
smashed them as
yeah,
well.
They rolled,
Smashed
rolled
them.
over against us massively. They were rubbish.
Yeah, they're weird. They're a weird side, aren't they?
Yeah, and then Thomas Frank comes out and goes, I don't know, it just doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, we do like Thomas Frank though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I
act-
quite
he
like
was
him.
linked to the Villa job, actually, yeah.
he was.
Yeah,
wasn't
and he
he?
quite just outright was like, "No, I'm not finished with my job here," which I thought was
Like
pretty
it.
honourable because
like it.
I mean, fair play if you take the Villa job over the Brentford job.
Yeah.
You're probably going to be more money, more budget.
Yeah, much bigger club, obviously.
Fair play to him. But you had another 4-0 smashing. This time, Wolves Leicester. Leicester winning a game, which is big for Brendan. And Wolves
Yeah.
losing another game. Wolves are really getting sucked into that. I know they sacked their manager, but like they're a lot worse than I thought they'd be.
They need goals. That's their problem.
Crying out
Like,
for goals.
Well, Costa, he looked kind of a bit of a threat, to be honest with you. He had some
Yeah,
chances.
yeah.
Nothing like...
Did that nice little dummy, didn't he, when it went through to Podence?
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
nice.
They're just not, like you said, there's not enough goals on that side. But one thing I've always thought with the Wolves is they're quite hard to put a lot past. Like they don't lose. We always, I think we've said before, they don't often lose games more than like 1-0, 2-0. They got smashed by Leicester, and
Yeah.
a screamer in there in particular from Tillemans.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Can
strike.
hit a ball. Don't
Yeah.
really know what else he does, if I'm honest. I'm not sold on the whole Tillemans thing, but
He's a bit sideways FC, but I think
Yeah.
I do rate him.
Fair.
I do like him.
yeah, but it was an absolute screamer, unreal goal.
No, it was good.
Madders
complain.
doing Madders
Yeah.
things.
Yeah,
He has that whip to like the near post. He scored one against us like that last season.
Yeah, well, when you said that they don't concede many goals, I got Maddison out of my fantasy team for Foden, which was a good move.
Oh, it's
How many
fantastic,
people
mate.
moved? Foden went up
I did,
0.2
I
up
did
price
Madders
changes.
before his ban. I took Madders out for Mount. It's unfucking
Yeah, I
whatever.
put Mount in as well.
Because they got City next as well, Leicester. So I was just like, I don't expect him maybe to do anything against Wolves, and then, but Leicester scored 4 goals from 4 shots.
Yeah, I think they've scored 5 from the. They've scored 6 goals from the last 5 on target,
Correct.
which is outstanding.
Yeah,
And a man who's keeping clean sheets.
unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Ward.
Can I say 2 phenomenal saves from Danny Ward? Actually, 2. You just don't expect that from Danny
Yeah,
Ward.
the only way is up.
Honestly,
So we said it's proper patronising comments. Like it's like what we said. Like, go on, Danny.
Yeah,
you can do. You can do it.
He's one of those players
Yeah.
where you're just fully. He could do the most simple thing, and you're like, yeah,
Yeah, go on, son. But yeah, I mean, Wolves had higher XG than Leicester. They lost 4-0.
That is just
Damn.
mad. Yeah, it's a bad
Right.
day out. I don't know who they're going to appoint. I've read rumours that they're going to wait until after the World Cup.
Yeah, I heard that as well, yeah. But I mean, if they're getting slapped for the
Maybe
next
they're
few
waiting
weeks...
on a certain waistcoat.
That's just.
So boring.
Would you go to Wolves?
That is Wolves, actually. Although part of me thought they might originally go for Villa because he was ex-Villa, but that actually makes more sense because he is quite Wolves ball.
He's very boring.
But Wolves are boring. I like them. I like them midfield. I respect
Do
them,
they
but
sign? Do they like hire non-Portuguese managers?
They don't do. They only do Portugueses. This is true.
There's all the teams Portuguese. They got to know how to speak Portuguese if you're the manager.
Yeah, I don't know if Gareth's got that in the locker.
All I'm saying is, whoever Southgate takes on the Prem, they're going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? He probably will, won't? That will be his next job, won't it?
But do you reckon we Prem like what's the ex-Wolves not Wolves Wales manager Chris Coleman? He went to like
He went
a team,
He went to Sunderland.
and then just brought them down, didn't he?
Yeah, he took got them.
But he was class.
Doomed
He was.
and then
He was
left.
actually very good at Fulham, like years before.
Yeah, like 20
before
years
he was
ago.
at Wales. Yeah.
But he got Wales to semi-final, and then he just does that, and you're a bit like, well, they just kind of shit once they international
Oh
football's a
yeah,
different sport.
if Southgate came to the Premier League, he wouldn't be getting. Put it this way, there's no top 6 clubs hiring him.
No, absolutely not.
No,
That's
maybe it'll be like, I don't know, like a Thomas Frank gets a job somewhere else.
He gets relegated either way, wherever he goes.
He's going down. But yeah, someone who, well, they're not going down, but their results are just quite inconsistent. Palace, we like Palace, but Everton needed to bounce back. They lost a few in the trot.
Yeah, 3 games without winning.
Yeah, and the person we've been saying is an FPL must last few weeks is an FPL must. Iwobi with another assist. What a goal that was!
Lovely goal.
Great run from McNeil. Brilliant little flick from Iwobi. Just passed it in, open goal. It was the FIFA Street stuff.
Lampard ball in full effect.
Lampard ball was cooking.
Yeah, Everton at
Better
home.
manager and a better midfielder.
He's a better manager.
He's both.
But yeah, no, Everton, particularly at home, are actually like, they're just hard to beat.
They're tough, man.
They're hard to beat.
Yeah.
It's like old Everton.
Goodison Park is not somewhere you want to play.
No, it's the last 5 years it has been, but now it seems to have gone back.
They don't concede many there. They really don't.
They don't. Well, for a while they had the best defence in the league, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
And what do we think about Calvert-Lewin and his chances for the World Cup?
Oh, he just doesn't
too
play enough
late.
football, does he?
Too late. What about if he scored like in every game between now and the World Cup?
I'm still having Tony over him though, and then I'm
Tony
having
Wilson, and then Abraham as well. You know,
and that makes our 3.
Yeah.
Wouldn't count anyone else. Not a certain Tottenham striker.
Oh yeah. Who's
No,
Declan
well,
Rice?
yeah,
Declan
well.
Rice is the captain. Yeah.
Decker's as captain,
Yeah.
and Tony on pens because he's good at pens.
Yeah.
Perfect. Everton did well. Like you said, Calvert scored, but I thought that's the first goal he scored in 2 years or something.
Yeah, he hasn't played for Stooney's fashion, isn't he?
I feel like it's been like the James Rodriguez season was the last time I remember Calvert scoring.
Yeah. And even then, I think he played probably half a season and then...
Yeah, like last year he
Tailed
definitely
off.
didn't play much.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
He's been-
I kept eyeing him up on FPL and then he was just never fit.
Yeah.
he's been desperate for that Arsenal move as well for years.
Yeah, God, I
Yeah.
wish he got that.
It's like that. It's way
That's
too
such
injury prone.
Yeah, that's such an Arsenal player to just play 5 games a season, spend 70 million on them.
Yeah, but we tend to sign players that don't get injured and then always get injured. So maybe if we get one that always gets injured, maybe they won't get injured.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Reverse psychology.
Who knows?
Reverse physiology. Is it physiology?
Yeah, physiology.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bars. We'll take that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it was a big result for the Toffees. A bit frustrating for Palace.
And what do we think of Palace right now? Like, bit of a difficult spell?
I like them. They did well. It was a good win against Wolves midweek. Was it midweek last week?
Yeah.
When they were all on Prime. Prime's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like a bit of Prime.
Class coverage.
They're good. Ali McCoist.
Ali McCoist.
And
What more?
even
What
like
more?
Shearer's
Shearer's
on there.
good,
You're
yeah.
like, oh wow. And,
Yeah.
yes, and sometimes the commentators, you're like, oh, you're from Match of the Day.
Yeah. We
I
get,
don't hear you for 90
Yeah.
minutes. I only hear you usually for like 5-10.
we get
And
Clive Tilsley or Steve Wilson.
And you can
Yeah.
on the comp you can click on stats on the side and it literally like breaks down the whole game and you can click on the Zach highlight clips while watching it. It's good.
It's the future.
Yeah, decent. But yeah,
they
Palace,
need to buy up some more coverage.
Palace,
Yeah, they
I
did
know
well.
they beat
like-
Wolves, but it's Wolves, you know.
yeah, it's good goals though. Eze.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Eze was
Zaha.
good.
Eze's good.
Zaha.
There's actually
And Elise was cooking.
rumours today. Zaha to Arsenal.
Well, his contract's up, isn't it, at the end of the season, Zaha? So, and I don't think he's going to sign another
But
one.
I actually don't think that'd be a terrible move.
I don't think it's bad, but I'm not that bothered by it.
It's you don't need him as much as some other clubs, I don't think.
But we need a backup. Like we need a backup winger / someone who's going.
He's not signed to be a backup. Anyway.
Yeah, but he can compete at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're looking at wingers to compete.
But he likes being the main
I'd
man.
start him over Martinelli. As good as Martinelli is, I'd start Zaha.
Ooh, I don't know. I think the
No, I
pressing.
think Zaha's
Come the
class.
start of next season, Martinelli, I think.
If he develops if he develops how he's developing, maybe it's.
I
a
just
bit more
think that,
conversation.
yeah,
it's all about the press as well.
and he can play up top as well. Like I like Zaha.
I think
as
it
a
wouldn't be
good player.
bad, but I think if he wasn't starting week in, week out, he'd throw his toys
Yeah,
out the
that's
pram.
the thing, and I don't think Arteta wants
So
that.
I
He doesn't.
don't think that's
Arteta wouldn't want someone with like how Wolf can be.
I don't know. Yeah, see, maybe.
Arteta wants boys who shut up and do their job.
Yeah, like Martinelli.
He don't want no characters. As Aubameyang said in an interview.
I feel like Zaha back into a top 6 club will be a bit more like, okay, you know, my last chance. He's not going to just sit there and be like,
I'd have had him.
throw his
I'd have
pram
had him over
out towards.
Salah.
Let's check. There's other teams in the top 6 linked to him as well.
I think he'd
Maybe
make more sense.
maybe Spurs cash in on Son and get it. You don't know.
Maybe.
You don't know. No, but
Or Newcastle
yeah, or new.
Yeah.
Yeah. That could be a good. That could
for
be.
Saint Maximin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
struggling with his
Almer
injuries a
on,
bit.
Almer on one wing and Zaha the other.
Almiron.
Sorry, Mossy, I know you hate to hear this.
Yeah, but yeah, Mossy's a keen listener of the pod. But I'm trying to think what other games we had.
There was one more, wasn't there?
Yes, there was, and there was one goal scorer that made me very happy.
Oh, the Fulham.
William.
Oh,
William scored a goal,
yeah, nice goal.
and he played well. It was
Yeah.
like, I mean,
The left
Leeds,
wing. I'm enjoying his left wing stint.
It's great. It's great to see. His hair's a little bit shorter. Yeah.
What's that have to do with it? It's just
No, I don't know. I just noticed his
Vibes.
afro's a little bit shorter.
We were
than it used to
talking
be.
haircuts.
Yeah.
Better players.
Yeah,
We said that,
exactly.
didn't we?
Williams had a
the
trim.
cleaner trims, the better.
Yeah.
He's just. It's
Well,
just.
Bamford
It's
still
nice
needs to get
see.
one. He missed another chance.
Bamford missed another one-on-one.
He's stinky.
He's trying to get Jesse Morris sacked. I think. Maybe
Yeah.
he's doing a bit of one of those.
He's getting hate right now. Everyone's coming out. I saw Talk Sport rinsing him. He's like, they shit. He's
But
got
they
all
haven't
the...
won since. Well, they fucking played us. I took when we were playing shit.
They're going
But
down.
they played really well against us, and then they just it's another team which is
Yeah,
not
they did, they
consistent.
did.
They're not consistent enough, and they're
Not enough goals.
and when they start late as well, when you start leaking as well, it just doesn't look good. When you're not scoring and then you're leaking.
Yeah, I mean they were winning obviously against Fulham, but Mitro popped up with a goal from a corner. Really poor goal to concede, but Mitro did his job.
Well, they had 2 set pieces as well. There was one, the second
big
one.
week for Fulham actually, back-to-back wins because they'd had a little bit of a dip, hadn't they? They started the season so well, a little bit of a dip, but two wins in a row.
And
was
Mitro's back in the
good.
team, isn't it?
That's the
Yeah.
that's the
Power
thing.
of the Mitro.
He's back. Mitro.
Declan Overeed, he's scored a couple this season. Done all right.
Yeah. Do we think Jesse's the man to take Leeds forward?
No.
Nah, not really.
I think they're
Marching on together.
I think they're going down.
Do you? You really think they're going down?
Yeah. I think you think that I said Southampton to go down. I actually never did. I said they were going to come 17th.
Did you?
Yeah.
I always thought we both said Southampton.
No. And then I actually said Leeds, and I stick by Leeds.
I do also stick by. I wouldn't rule out both of those teams going down. To be honest.
Yeah, I think I
still
put Southampton. That's why.
I know. We've both dropped points to Southampton, but whenever I watch them, I think they're shit. As well.
They're a ticking time bomb in terms of when
like
they're going to go down.
first half, you could have been out of sight. Like you said, the Jesus chance as well. You could have definitely been out of sight. But yeah, they just managed to do enough and prove me wrong.
But yeah, Leeds. I do think they're going to go down. I think they just signed 2 players without Prem experience.
You don't think Aronson can run around enough to keep them up?
He does try hard.
No, he does. He does. I
I
quite
like
him, to be
Harrison. Yeah.
honest.
Sinistero as well. They've got
Yeah.
some decent players. I think they just need someone who set them up correctly instead of just running.
Do you know? I read though their XG is higher now than this season than it was last season with like Rafinha and Phillips.
Really?
Yeah, which is quite crazy. But to be fair, last season when I saw that stat, I was like, I don't remember Phillips and Bamford barely kicking a ball last season. It was pretty much a Rafinha carry job.
Yeah.
Also, who's Phillips these days, mate? Has he
Well,
even played?
He's just started light training. I read on his own, which is good for the World Cup.
Is he getting in the squad?
He can't get on that plane if he's not playing. Surely.
I'd get him on the plane, wouldn't you?
I don't know. I haven't really seen him play for ages.
I'd probably even start him.
No.
Bellingham
What, over
and Rice?
Bellingham and Rice?
Actually, no. I'd play Bellingham and Rice against certain teams. I'd be, don't know.
I don't think
That's right. If you're
Phillips...
playing,
I'd have-
a pivot of Bellingham and Rice is a bit. It's a lot of work for Deckers, and I like Bellingham, but it's a lot of work for him.
Yeah, but we have 5 at the back anyway, so just sit
true,
there.
Yeah, true.
Or would you just play 3 and put Foden in midfield or Mount midfield?
Yeah, you could do. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could have played all 3. But yeah, I'd bring him. I think he's someone you definitely have there.
I was thinking like,
Calvin.
what's Henderson doing this season? He's stinking up.
Exactly, he's not going to be there unless you want Ruben or Ward-Prowse ahead of Phillips.
Give Ward-Prowse a go. At least he'll get a free. We were set
thing
piece
is,
FC anyway.
Someone was pointing this out to me a while back though. Like with Ward-Prowse, it's just that's what everyone says. But like you kind of feel you're like, well, we've got Trippier and all that anyway.
No, but he's the best at it all. Like set pieces.
I think Trippier's up there though, free kick wise. I feel like he seems to score most of them he takes, or hits the post or something like that.
Yeah, no, but I think Ward-Prowse is better than just set pieces.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's more to his game. It's just that whenever
yeah.
anyone talks about him, they're like, yeah, but the set pieces.
Yeah,
It's quite funny.
but I'd take him over Phillips, to be honest. I just think Phillips has played no football. I don't think you can.
Fair enough.
I don't think
Fair
you can
enough.
put him on the plane.
If he gets a couple games under him, maybe he'll be all right.
We'll play
But
10 minutes.
But Leeds might not be all right, but they might get rid of Marsh. I can see Deitch. I'm waiting for that next Deitch job.
Deitch to
I'm
Leeds.
wondering-
I don't see that. Surely.
I do because it's quite a big job.
I don't know.
That's very contrasting styles, though.
Do you
Yeah,
think
but they sacked Bielsa and they've gone to March. Like
Wolves could be interesting.
what
For
Deitch?
Deitch,
Wolves?
yes,
Oh,
he
God.
wouldn't want to play
What a
the.
waste
He
of
wouldn't want to
Ruben
play the
Neves
Portuguese.
and
Yeah.
Nunez. Yeah, he'd be like. Yeah.
I think he'll go to like a decent Prem team that go down into the champ. Someone like Watford Like
Well, he was at Watford before Burnley, wasn't he?
Yeah. I think someone like who goes down from the Prem, or like
I'm trying to think,
Forest
who is he?
if they go down, someone like that, a Prem team that go down.
Yeah. I like it.
Maybe you could change it. Like, what's Southampton's identity? They don't have one.
Yeah, they don't.
You could make it a Dyche team.
You could
You
make
could
them
do.
die. You could Dyche them up.
You
Bella
could.
Kotchap, Salusu,
What's the highest brow team Dyche could end up at?
Everton.
Yeah,
it's
they
sort of,
were
yeah.
heavily linked with him when they were like
yeah.
gonna go down.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's
Everton, probably.
interesting.
Yeah, West Ham.
Liverpool. Could
To
Dyche
keep them up. They
Keep
need,
'em up,
they
yeah.
need keeping up.
Exactly.
I reckon Salah will do good against under Dyche ball.
Yeah, he'd play him
He'd
at like
thrive. Nunez would thrive.
yeah. He would just be there to win flick-ons from goal kicks, but that's what it is.
He'd bring Andy Carroll back and play Andy Carroll and Nunez. That'd be
Oh,
some
imagine.
duo.
That'd be
Most
amazing.
ugliest duo of history.
Mm.
Yeah, but that was our Premier League weekend, basically, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think if I left anything out.
No.
Brain dead today.
Yeah,
That's it.
we've got a blast from the past.
We have, exactly. I was about to say. We've got our weekly segment. We've got Blast from the Past. This week's Guy. Me and Kroos don't have a clue what he's going to introduce.
Who is it?
So, as we tend to do a lot of preparation for this podcast, I'll be honest, this one was less prepared. Thought of him on the way here, so I went for someone who's a bit of a staple. I think, I'd call him a Premier League legend. Like, this is not an NBA legend.
Right, okay.
This is a genuine legend. Arguably in the best Premier League team of all time. 59 Premier League goals. Probably only had a few seasons of absolute prime. But it's the man who never got a birthday cake. It's Yaya Toure. I think that people now do recognise how good he was. Like I said, they do talk about him in the same breath as your Gerrards, your Lampards, your Scholeses, De Bruyne, all that stuff. And I think you could definitely make a case in that,
Yeah, in
particularly
terms
in
of
his
like
prime.
what's the best season from a midfielder you could easily
13-14, that could be the best season from a Premier League midfielder of all time. You could definitely make that
You
argument.
can make the case.
But he's had loads of big moments in the City shirts, particularly that season. That was the
I just
season.
remember him running through Villa.
Towards the end of the season, he was carrying them.
Newcastle as well. That
He
one.
scored a big goal away at Palace when Liverpool dropped points against Chelsea.
In that game.
Yeah, in that game. He scored that unreal goal in the Carling Cup final that season against Sunderland.
Yeah, that was screaming. Got bullied by Matic on Matic's debut when he came back as well. That was the only person.
That was a
that was
blip.
the only game. Like, because he was a freak that season. I remember I was so impressed by Matic because obviously he was new, and I was like, I see how this guy does, and he just bullied like in his prime. I couldn't believe it. It was the weirdest game.
Was that the Ivanovic 1-0?
Yeah.
To be
It
fair,
was really, that was his only bad game. I remember that season that I can think of.
But it was weird because he came to the Prem and you could never see him being a goal-scoring midfield player.
Well, the Yaya we were introduced to was, I didn't watch his Olympiacos stint, I won't lie.
Neither.
It was a centre-back winning the Champions League.
Yep, exactly. Good ball player, good ball playing centre half in 2009, and it was just like he came to the Premier. Everyone thought he was going to be like the next Vieira type. I know Vieira was a bit box to boxy, but mainly
he sat more than Yaya did.
And he was just absolutely amazing to be honest.
De Jong let him do his thing.
And lovely,
And Barry and-
lovely free kick technique as well.
Yeah.
He
Beautiful.
did, yeah. But I think there's a goal I'm thinking of. Was it against Fulham that season where he has no backlift and almost side foots the ball from about 30 yards, but it just whips
Blasts
in.
it.
I think he scored a hat trick that game actually. Yeah, it was against I think it's Fulham at home. Yeah, he was a ridiculous player. He was running through teams. He was just no one could deal with Yaya. Like
His
the
strength.
size of him, the pace of him.
It was a bit like Haaland's strength, where like all players.
Yeah,
just
freak,
like,
absolute freak at that point.
It was his arms.
Men
like,
against
just
men against
shrug
boys
people
sort of
off.
vibes, wasn't
He
it?
scored that unreal goal at the Emirates as well, that floaty one in the top bins over
Yeah,
Jack's
weird
head.
left foot.
Oh, yeah.
knuckleball,
It was
yeah.
such
And
a pen goal.
everyone's like, he should be doing more. Because I think I was towards his like less.
That was when he was getting a bit
yeah,
older,
yeah.
wasn't he? Yeah.
They're like, he should be doing more. He's got that in the locker. FA Cup final goals as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was that first season. It was about 4 years, wasn't it, when he was properly... It was kind of till that 2014, 15 maybe. Yeah, because Pep didn't rate him.
No, which is weird because he played him when he at Barcelona.
Yeah,
It's
but
one
I
of those
think they
weird
sort of
things.
fell out a bit, didn't they,
Yeah.
at that point? Because
Well, Yaya hates
he's
him,
the one that
doesn't
sold him.
Yeah, I think he came back from pre-season probably not that fit, and then that's when you know you've fucked it with Pep.
Yeah.
And you've got to be a
I just
certain
remember
way
him,
as well.
under Pep,
Yeah.
I remember him playing against Palace and scoring maybe
Yeah.
2, and that was all he ever did in that season. That I can really
I-
remember. But yeah, Yaya was like just a freak, like you said, even in the lead up. I I think you touched on the Newcastle goal.
Yeah.
The game before the QPR game.
And I remember it was the same thing. He was bailing him out loads of times, and he'd start deeper, and then it was like, right, we need a goal. Put him up, put him cam, and you just get the ball and just drive, and that's all he had to do. And every time it was a goal from that. It was ridiculous.
That Villa goal is one of the most men against boys goals I can remember in Premier League history, to be honest.
Shrugging blokes off for fun.
Like, he literally just, like you said, he just went, oh, fuck it, and just ran from his own half.
But it felt like he had more to offer, in terms of longevity. It was a bit of a shame he didn't really.
Yeah, his drop off was quite dramatic, wasn't it?
Yeah, massively.
Like, it did sort of just come out of like, oh, suddenly it doesn't even get picked.
Yeah,
It's not really even a good option.
Well, I feel like the Prem slowly advanced to like more legs as well, like more pressing, and I think that just didn't suit his game at all. Well, it was a bit of a lazy play. We knew that.
Yeah, he was a bit, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, like you said with the kind of driving that he'd do, it was kind of when he wanted to do it, because the rest of the time he'd just be sort of chilling.
Yeah, he would. And exactly as you say, he just could be like, click of the fingers, go, yep, see ya, and just do something unreal.
Right, he had so much.
Technically, fuck me. Like, probably was he a better passer than De Bruyne? I mean, like, he was up there, honestly.
He was a great passer of the ball, but it was just more, like that. I haven't seen many people hit a ball hard with their side foot. Like you said with the Sunderland goal, but he had so many of those goals where he just sort of pass it, but just so firmly. Like even the Newcastle goal away there just before the QPR game, just like on the edge of the box, he just sort of passes it, but just whips past. It's perfect.
So yeah, where would you say Yaya ranks in Premier League midfielders of all time?
Like I said, he doesn't have the longevity of the others, but in terms of like a prime season, he's got to be like he's easily got to be top 3, if not top 1.
Yeah, I think 13-14 is the best midfield season ever from a Premier
Isn't that
League
interesting
player.
though that it wouldn't be 13-14's best player though?
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that mad?
It's a shame.
Yeah.
He wasn't anywhere near winning the PFA Player of the Year because
Yeah, he was a bit of a monster, that 13-14.
But yeah,
I think I kind of want to stick 09-10 Lampard in 27 goals.
Yeah,
It's a bit mad.
It's big. It's big.
Big,
It is,
double winner. Big.
Yeah, Premier League only though.
But yeah, I get the Yaya shout just because it was just something we'd never seen and haven't really seen since that level. Like you said, a bit like Haaland-esque in that
Just shrugging people off.
dominance.
For fun.
Like, he made it look easy, didn't he?
Yeah, and as you said, got the winner in the FA Cup final for their first trophy in the new gen City, which I think was pretty big.
That is massive.
Was pretty
It was
big.
against Stoke, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
God, imagine if Stoke had won the FA Cup.
I know.
I mean, I suppose Wigan did 2 years later against them.
Yeah, mad.
Ben Watson.
Mad.
Is he one of the best midfielders we've seen in the Premier League?
Yeah, he's up there with Gerrard and Lampard.
Best ginger one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, wait, no, it's disrespectful to Sidwell.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And
No one else. Not that tree shagger.
Yeah, I was about to say, he didn't get to play with that tree either.
No.
but you-
Skulls and the tree were a
I
very
know.
good midfield duo.
York and Cole, Skulls in that tree.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just thought I've given a few banter ones recently, so
Nice
I
to talk about
I
someone
thought
who
I'd go
actually
for someone
deserves the
actually
flowers.
good.
Fair enough, mate. Fair
He's
enough.
a great player.
But yeah, and never got his birthday cake, which is a bit sad.
He didn't. He has some great interviews. I'm not going to do any impressions because I might get cancelled.
I was thinking on the way here, I was like, do I do an impression of him? No, that's
I remember
very
one
borderline.
I remember the the black and blue dress that people saw as white and gold.
Yeah.
It's a very good Yaya interview on that one.
Yeah.
And the other one is when Jeff Shreves is explaining squeaky bum time.
Oh yeah, I've seen that
That's
one.
very good. Yeah. He just had some funny moments.
Yeah. But don't you have like some Yaya stories
I don't know if I've got any Yaya stories.
from Leighton Orient training?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
my cousin-in-law used to.
I didn't know if we could say that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no. It was about 2 years ago now. He was training at Leighton Orient, and I can't remember what were the stories though. I think he just really didn't train. Like he really did. Like he walked around everywhere. It's an impression. I can't remember. It was like someone's like, "Oh, what's it like? What was it like playing like away at up in Manchester? You get to play at Old Trafford, at the Etihad." And he went, "So cold, so cold." They were like, "Anything else?" He went, "No, so cold."
Didn't you say like he said Essien was like the best midfielder he played against or something as well?
Yeah, probably that sounds about right.
Yeah.
But
They
yeah,
didn't even cross paths too much. That would have been a good battle.
Yeah.
Actually.
but yeah, he basically just hated the weather.
Which a lot of players do hate the
I
weather.
don't blame them.
Yeah,
Manchester's
it's cold.
even worse because it's shit down here, so it's only even worse.
Yeah,
up north, isn't it?
it's cold.
Yeah, we'll wrap it there before it gets any colder in here because we've got the aircon on.
Yeah.
We have aircon in here.
Yeah.
That's how highbrow our pod is.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
Mate,
all-
we're making
it's all-
moves.
Yeah, it's all those Fiji water brand deals.
Yeah, I know. When are we? So speaking of potential
when
brand
the fuck
deals.
are things? Yeah, we can't
Yeah.
really say what it is.
Yeah, we
but
can't,
They
but-
need to. I was just thinking that today.
Yeah.
I was like, when
You
are they
send them a
arriving?
chase email,
Yeah,
mate.
I need to follow up on them to be honest. But anyway, yeah, we'll leave it there. Hope it's been a good one, or it has been a good one rather. Hope you have a good week. And we'll see you. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one.